This here is from X. It's from 12 hours ago, and right now it's December 30th, 2023, where I am. This person here wants to go over some arguments about things that Amber fans to this day still think. So it's kind of a sharpen your pencil little thing here about your arguments. So Becky says, here's a list for the age stands of what they keep claiming every single time now that they care about the truth because it's all about she's pretty, he's ugly. Well, let's see the list. Thank you, Becky. Number 1, Amber Heard won the UK trial. So obviously, this is a thing they could always say. Amber Heard was a witness. The Sun was found to have the right to believe their source being truthful. So it wasn't even like it was proved, it was just that the court said the Sun has the right to believe it. Kind of wishy washy. And unfortunately, that's a fact that's out there that they can say. But if you know anything from anything, a Virginia trial in front of a billion people or whatever, maybe more, is more credible than a behind closed doors trial for most sensible people. Johnny Depp was proven guilty of 12 incidents out of the 14. Amber had proven to the civil standard that 12 out of 14 incidents had happened, which the proof was basically her telling the judge, from what I understand. Because if she had proof, in Virginia, she could, well, prove it. She couldn't. In civil cases, the appropriate standard of proof is the balance of probabilities, or in other words, whether the tribunal of fact is satisfied that it is more likely than not that the relevant facts occurred. Well, let's just say, do you have evidence you could prove it or not? A little bit more simply. Johnny Depp was found guilty in front of 3 high court judges. The Sun was found to have the right to believe their source being truthful by 1 judge. 2 other judges said the first judge did not make an error in the process, but did not mention if they agreed with the verdict or not. So yeah, it all comes down to this one judge, I think he had a funny wig on. Just because Amber defamed Johnny doesn't mean she lied. That's exactly what defamation means, lying with malicious intent. I'll take it further. There's 2 separate issues, whether she lied or not, about abuse and things like that, and whether she defamed Johnny. So I'll even say it doesn't really matter about the abuse. She put it out there in the public. Why not settle behind closed doors? What's the difference? Unless you're trying to get something out of it, then there's a difference. But alright. Amber Heard won the US trial too. That's a first. Not sure I heard it actually worded like that. She only won on the part where the jury didn't believe her friends were in on the hoax. Okie dokie then, whatever you say. Seems to me she pretty much lost all of it, except for that one piece of judgment that involved Adam Waldman actually, which seemed wrong as well. But okay, getting wacky with that too. Johnny settled, therefore the verdict's null. Obviously not. I think he settled because she was pretty much broke anyway, and it seemed like the good thing to do. Johnny withdrew his appeal because he knew he had no chance on winning. Amber couldn't donate because she was sued and had to pay for legal fees. Amber wasn't sued until 13 months after she had all the money. Her legal fees were paid by an insurance company. Johnny Depp abused AH. Amber admitted in the audio to hitting Johnny, starting physical fights, Johnny never fighting back, to Johnny Depp running away every single fight. Right, I mean, the abuse thing, they'll keep saying and saying and saying pretty much forever. I guarantee 10 years from now, they'll be saying it. And let's see some responses to this. I mean, I'm not going to trash her looks. Sure, she's pretty, but not that pretty. And that doesn't change her being a narcissistic abuser. And I will say, no offense to anyone, but Amber was pretty in her prime. Now she's getting a little bit up there to be, considered this beauty, this amazing beauty. She's not anymore. At one point, 10 years ago or something like that, even a little more when she was in her prime. For her age now, no, she's not terrible looking. It's that they are just vain and only care about looks. They don't care about who beat up who. They care about who looks better than the other. Okay, that could be. But Johnny looks pretty good for his age. I don't know. Yeah, I don't get that. Okay, she's pretty, so what? But once again, double snake eyes, she was really pretty. I love this one. Just because Scamber defamed Johnny doesn't mean she lied. Yes, it does. They also ignore the fact that the main judge has a son who works for Murdoch who owns the Sun. So a conflict of interest there. Yeah, that's true. She also didn't pay the lawyers the insurance Did she still kept the 7 million and had never intention to pay? Well, a little bit of a sentence structure error there, but okay, I get what you're saying, Kat. Wolf Girl says, I love how you've put this here so simply, but H fans still won't understand the facts. Hunter says, I think the settled part should be they settled the appeal, not the outcome of the trial, so therefore the verdict still stands now and forever. And yeah, that seems right. Anyway, obviously everything between Johnny and Amber is far over, but my prediction is fans will be talking about it, disputing it for a long time to come. So while it's out there, I'm going to cover it. Let me know what you think down below. Manson case, Dan Wooten, other things still quiet right now. When that pops up, that'll be covered too. All right, done here for now. See you next time.